Some mysteries don't just resist explanation, they mock it. They leave behind evidence that seems too strange to be real and too terrifying to ignore. Welcome to Arcane After Dark. Tonight, we ascend into the frozen shadows of the Ural Mountains to unravel the nightmare of the Dyatlov Pass incident, a true story that reads like a horror film, except it really happened. In February of 1959, 9 experienced hikers set out into the icy wilderness of Soviet Russia. Led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, they were well-equipped, well-trained, and prepared for the brutal terrain. They never returned. Weeks later, their campsite was discovered, and what investigators found would disturb even the most hardened minds. The group's tent had been slashed open from the inside. Their belongings, boots, coats, food, were left untouched as if they'd fled in panic. Footprints showed they walked barefoot into the snow, some in only socks or underwear. Temperatures were below 20 degrees. Death would have come quickly. But the bodies told a darker story. Some had died of hypothermia. Others had injuries so severe, investigators said it was like they'd been in a car crash. One woman's skull was crushed. Another was missing her tongue and eyes, her face frozen in a scream. Strangely, there was no external bruising, as if the damage came from within. One hiker's clothes were found to be radioactive. Another's skin had turned orange. Their hair gray, no signs of struggle. No animal tracks, no avalanche evidence, just a silent trail of horror scattered across the snow. The Soviet authorities sealed the case, ruling it an unknown compelling force. But that only deepened the darkness. Over the decades, theories have spiraled. Avalanche, military weapons testing, infrasound-induced panic, a Yeti, even alien abduction. The truth remains buried beneath decades of frost and secrecy, and perhaps that's what makes Dyatlov Pass so chilling. The hikers were young, logical, grounded in science. But whatever happened on that mountain drove them to flee their only shelter into certain death, as if they saw something that broke the mind. Over 60 years later, the wind still howls across Dyatlov Pass, and it carries no answers. If stories like this leave a cold feeling in your chest, subscribe to Arcane After Dark, where the strange, the unsolved, and the forbidden come out to play. And tell us, what do you think chased those hikers into the dark? Until next time, keep your lantern lit.